Hello there everyone, this is Stormium and you are watching take 53 million of the attempt to review the Cube K8GT. Here we have a tower of cubes. Below we have the Cube K8GT tablet, and here we have the Cube MP4 player that we reviewed a couple of weeks ago, just for size comparison purposes. And to show you that the Cube uses exactly the same box. Apart from this one, you've got the Cube logo in English and in some funky font. And in this one, you've got the Cube logo in a different funky font and not English. But we do have high definition mid CMMB media player, just like on the other player, and none of them have any ability whatsoever to connect to Chinese TV. Well done, Mr. Chinese. On the box, we don't have any advertising gumph, which is a shame because I did want to find out whatever currency I talked about at the time was trading in these days. This is the tablet itself. We're going to take that away for a second and look at what else is in the box. Put that out and open the little flap that Cube seemed to have. We have Cube earphones with vacuum pack for freshness, USB cable, anti-static packs for anti-staticness, a warranty card, which you won't need if you buy from us because all of our stuff comes with a full 1-year warranty, returned to the UK of course, QC passed piece of card, which I do wish was a sticker. I wouldn't mind having that on the side of my computer or even on the back of the tablet or something like that. They're quite nice. But alas, it's just a piece of card. And K8GT product specifications, all in Chinese, so there's nothing funny about that. And sadly, that's going to be a bit of a theme of the review, because in this we have reviewed some quite terrible things on the Stormium channel thus far. This is actually a very good tablet, so it's going to sound a bit more like a sales pitch than a review. But I'll try to be as unbiased as possible. That's the condom, let's take that off and throw that away. And here we have the tablet itself. The tablet has a 7-inch screen, 16:9 aspect ratio, and is capacitive for 5 fingers, which is absolutely brilliant. I have here the Ekin M009FX, which is now very scratched up from heavy use. Let's do a little size comparison before we go through the tablet. As you can see, there's not a lot of difference in height or indeed in width. They're mostly the same. That's got a matte back, that's got a back with speaker holes in it and a QC pass sticker. But yeah, this one does actually look a lot bigger. I don't know whether black just looks bigger than silver, or I think it's got a slightly wider bezel and a slightly smaller screen. But yeah, it does actually look quite old and archaic compared to this Cube tablet. Cube tablet's quite sleek and shiny. Oh, I switched it on by accident. My bad. I don't know why I said my bad, because we're going to look at it in a second, but there you go. That's the home button and the front-facing camera, which I believe is 1.3 megapixel, absolutely standard front-facing camera stuff. Reset hole, microphone hole, power button menu back. I've got 2 flaps here. We all love a good flap. That's what she said. With a micro SD card, which doesn't come with it, but we have a 2GB card from an old mobile phone in there, preloaded with some video and music for us to take a gander at in a minute. Push that in, which is quite difficult from behind a viewfinder. There we are. It's one of those ones that pop in and out. It's not a horrible... if anyone's ever watched Dr. Rations, which I do talk about a lot on these videos, I probably should stop that. Some of them just stick in and don't go in all the way and stick out a bit and get snapped off. This isn't like that. This is nice low quality. And on the left you've got a full-size USB port, which we like, and we'll test that in a minute with the S-Fox mouse, which I've still got, and a USB hole and a power port. Lovely. Let's take a look at the tablet. It does have an accelerometer, quite a speedy accelerometer relative to a lot of tablets these days, and it runs Android 4.0.3, which of course is the latest one, and apparently has 1% left. Wow, that's not a lot. Hold on a second. Oops. Okay, let me give you a quick lesson about power. There are 3 things that drain power. One is actually playing games. Playing games or watching a video or something like that does drain the power quite a lot, because of number 2, having the screen on and having it on at full brightness. Obviously with this sort of review you need to see the screen to get what's going on, and because of that you need to have it on full brightness. So if you want more battery life, turn the brightness down. And number 3, I genuinely can't remember what it was. Oh, I know what it was. It was searching for Wi-Fi if you're not connected to Wi-Fi. If it does that, it tries to search every so many seconds. Every time it does that, it uses a bit of power, and you can save a lot of power. Try it on your mobile phone. Now, do it. Do it. I'll wait. Okay. If you switch Wi-Fi off if you're not connected. So let's go through some specs. This runs Android 4.3, as you can see by the blue boxes when you swipe screens. It has a Rockchip RK2918 processor, which is Cortex A8 model, 1 GHz. It's got 512 megs of RAM, 8 GB storage, and a 0.3 megapixel camera on the front. Sorry, not 1.3, which ain't that good. But like I say, it's only really there for Skype and face unlock. It's not really for taking pictures with, especially as it's on the front, so you can only take pictures of things over your shoulder, which would be a pain. So let's stop talking about it and let's do something. Let's open Angry Birds Space to begin with. Now, we played a version of Angry Birds on the N009, didn't we? I think that was normal Angry Birds, and this one, it's just night and day, basically. You know, this is the space version, so it does, well, it's supposed to be more taxing, but it runs absolutely flawlessly, and being a capacitive screen, it actually has multi-touch, and multi-touch works absolutely fine. But we're going to do our best. Ah! Volume! Oop, there we are. I'm going to do our best to play this quite well, because God put us all on the earth and is watching us. The least we can do is be entertaining. Okay, so that's the demo. Let's zoom out, zoom, and zoom in, and zoom out, and zoom in, and zoom out. And let's fling a bird. Whee! Wow, that was a terrible shot. And there you go. That's running it absolutely perfectly, isn't it? Yeah, I've just killed a pig, and that bird will orbit more or less forever. Angry Birds Space, of course, is a very good game. If you haven't got the game, I'd recommend playing it right now. Not right now, you've got to finish watching the video first. That's Angry Birds Space. Let's play one more game. I've actually put Temple Run on here. Temple Run is a full 3D game. And ignore the wind in the background if you can hear it. Temple Run is there. So let's wait for that to load up. Can you play in portrait? Oh, news to me. As I say, portrait. Temple Run is a game that's got full 3D graphics, so if it's going to slow down with any game, it's probably going to be this one. It's of course not a Galaxy Tab or anything like that, so there might be a bit of slowdown, but we'll see. Play. Look at that. Accelerometer left and right, swipe up, swipe left. Temple Run's very addictive, by the way, and it's very difficult to play from behind a viewfinder. But I mean, that's running absolutely fine, isn't it? Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, okay, I'm going to stop playing now because I'm absolutely terrible at it. Actually, the high score on there was only about 10,000 or so anyway. It's easier later in the game with power-ups. But I'm digressing. Let's have a look at some internet. Because we all have a bit of internet, don't we? What shall we search for? Give me an idea. No, that's not very good. Okay, I'll search for that then. Let's search for Sonic the Hedgehog. Ah, and we're back. Sorry, I've actually realised that when... I've realised this on my own phone as well. If the power charger... If the Power Rebel Force Alliance is plugged in, the touchscreen tends to behave really weirdly. And I say, with my personal phone, it doesn't actually work at all. But with this one, obviously, as I had the charger in to get past the 1% issue, the screen wasn't responding perfectly, but now it's absolutely fine. So, let's type for Sonic the Hedgehog. See how quickly that loads. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, it's still loading. Go on, display the screen. Does laser screen go on? You know you want to. There we are. I've never been to Sonic the Hedgehog's homepage. It's probably full of hedges and pogs and shoes, whatever Sonic the Hedgehog likes. Maybe that pink hedgehog that he's trying to get in bed with. I don't think he actually gets into bed with the pink hedgehog, does he? That's on a postcard. She has a hammer as well. That would be a strange sex session. Gonna stop thinking about that now. That was bizarre. But as you can see, I think this is a Flash website, or a website that's content heavy. So once it's loaded, as with all websites on tablets, you've got to wait for them to load fully before you can properly scroll around. But once it's loaded, absolutely fine. Scroll around, multi-touch, in and out. And there you go. Like I said, that's a fairly heavy site. In the previous take of this, I'd searched tablet and ended up on some hotel site, and that was just 2 pictures in text, and that was even better than this. But this is as good as you can expect. Let's play some Flash content, just for the lols. Got no idea what this is going to be. I hope I don't get done for copyright. Sorry, Sonic team. Peggy 3. Video not optimised to mobile. That means it must not play very well. Oh wait, it's fine. Although for the price of this tablet, I'm gonna honestly say I've been very, very impressed with how it performs in general. This is some Sonic 4, which is a game that I really must get, because apparently Sonic 4 Episode 2 is very, very good. To finish it off, there's 3 more things I want to show you. 3. One is the volume of the speaker via our little jingle. So I'm going to stop that for a second. I'm going to turn the volume all the way up. Put that back to the beginning. Put that back to the beginning. And hit play. And if you can hear me now, you have epic hearing. You get another medal. Yeah, that's the little closing jingle for you. But as you can see, the speaker's quite loud and has quite good quality for a speaker built into the Chinese thing. It's something the Chinese have actually got quite a bit better at, the internal speaker thing. The speaker technology must have got a bit cheaper, but there you go. There's a video. But let's go back a second. As you can see, Cube have put their video on, and we've put one of ours on. The reason I've put ours on is because the battery's getting low again. Is because the Cube one, I suspect, has been tailored especially for these sorts of devices. So it's designed to play quite well. This is just one of ours. It's completely unconverted. And let's see how it plays.
Hello everyone, this is Stormium, and this is another Windows Phone game review.
Skip to a bit where there's moving stuff.
Of putting the controls on
there you
the
go.
screen, which makes
as you can see, portrait or landscape. Portrait.
And of course the water doesn't hurt you at all, which is actually quite nice, because the water wouldn't hurt a tower. Mushroom that makes you bigger, of course.
Pause.
Turtle shell.
Pause. Oh yeah, that's me speaking absolute rubbish, and apparently it doesn't turn into portrait, as I've just learned. I don't know why you want to watch that in portrait, actually. That'd be a silly thing to do. Be quiet. The last thing I want to show you is the ebook reader, surprisingly enough. The ebook reader is actually very, very good. It's something they put on for you. They also put a full version of Fruit Ninja on, and a full version of Angry Birds Rio, which is what we all like. But the ebook reader app actually has scrolling pages like that, and it's just brilliant. I've actually spent a long time just messing around with this. It's very, very fun. Of course, what's even better in portrait, because it actually looks like a book, or at least one side of a book. So you can go zoom, 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 zoom. It's brilliant. Look at that. So yeah, if you want this as an ebook reader, it's actually a very, very good buy. And I think that's about it. There's a settings menu, but I mean, what do you want to see in that? Nothing really, because that'd be boring. About tablet. I'll show you the specs, I suppose. There you are. Model number K8GT, Android version 4.3, kernel version, God, I don't even know what these things mean. If you're an Android nut, there you are, enjoy that. But there you are, that's the Cube K8GT tablet. A very, very good tablet at a very competitive price. We're going to sell it for somewhere between £85 and £90. You can get it from Stormium.com with, of course, a full 1-year warranty, return to UK if there are any problems. And thank you for watching. I've been Stormium, and have a good day.